I first want to explain to you what United Way of Southern Chester County does and why we are so uniquely positioned to help in a pandemic. We take care of all the human needs from Chadds Ford down to the Maryland-Delaware lines. So that encompasses about 115,000 people. We have in Southern Chester County, we are small, but we are mighty. And we have wonderful nonprofits down here that are doing extraordinary work during this pandemic. Well, they do extraordinary work year round. We are blessed with a strong base of donors to United Way. And with that, every year we give out grants to these nonprofits to keep their programs running and healthy. We have a wonderful allocation process, and we utilize 50 to 70 community volunteers every year that we train, and they do the listening, they do the homework of reading the application grants for funding. They sit in on presentations from the agencies, ask really pertinent and deep dive questions, and then grants are made from that. So last year we were able to give out $800,000, and we are the chief funder for our area nonprofits. The top 5 agencies are getting over 100,000 from us in a year, which has a huge impact on a nonprofit budget to know that they can count on $100,000 from their United Way. What I love is working with these nonprofits. They are a wonderful, committed group of people, and whether we're funding them or not, we are in intimate discussions with them always. I've been doing this for 17 years now, so I work with all these nonprofits. We all know each other. We all have each other's cell phone numbers. So it is wonderful when tragedy hits that I'm not at all scrambling to reach out to my nonprofits. And just to give you a sense, I am probably on the phone with my nonprofits on a weekly basis, if not more. And they are reporting numbers to me. We're raising funds, which we do anyway, to support them and sustain their programs. We're also raising funds for the COVID-19 response. And the important thing for me is to relate is that this is definitely going to be a marathon and not a sprint. The people in our area affected by this coronavirus who have lost their jobs are going to need long-term help. The government does what it can, but the response really is going to have to come from the community and the generosity. And again, we are blessed in Southern Chester County with very generous people. My message is that we, as a United Way, because we have already these deeply established relationships with the nonprofits, we know intimately what they need and what they are doing. We are set up already with the ability, ACH, immediate transfers of money into their accounts. We are just uniquely positioned at this time to coordinate amongst all of our nonprofits on who's doing what and where there are gaps in service. We are uniquely positioned to assess, because they're being very frank with me, exactly what they're spending every week and what they need to have for ongoing support as the weeks and months drag on. And I'm also very interested in coordinating our nonprofits so they are working together. We are not duplicating services. We're all about efficiencies at United Way. We want to make sure everybody stays mission-centric and they're not, drifting into other lanes when that job is better done by another nonprofit. So I think that coordinating of the funding ongoing for this is just a unique role that we can play.